Oh, interesting.
I should put the mug down, advertising the competition. Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Drew.
From the Studio Rats.
Oh, yes.
Now, I think it's fairly safe to say I've been bitten by the auction bug.
And as you had a couple of years ago.
Yes, I know. But this time it got a bit silly, didn't it? We were sat in a restaurant in leafy Cranley.
Oh, yeah.
And we were watching the auction go by. And I went, oh, I'll have that. And I didn't think I got it. And
How much did you end up spending in the end?
About £5,000. However, this was one I didn't think I got. And it turned out this is the closest thing I've bought to a potential pup.
Yes.
Because it was bought as failed a pat test, needed some attention.
Should we just explain what a pack test is?
Pat test is portable appliance testing in the UK.
Oh.
Basically, it's an earth test. And it failed spectacularly. However, when we got it back, and I'll come to what it is in a minute, there were components and valves and all sorts of things flapping around inside. And I was like, right, that's why it says do not switch on.
So basically someone had dropped it.
Someone had dropped it. And the amp in question is this baby. This is a Fender Bassman 70, commonly known as the black face edition because of the black stripe along the top. This is quite a rare beast, as it turns out.
Is it?
There's a lot of silver face Bassman around.
I think that's a sought after one.
Yeah. There's quite a few black face 80s, and there's a like a much higher 100, I think there's a 100-watt version. But the 70 is quite a rare beast. They don't come up often on auction sites. They don't crop up that often. I know nothing about it other than it weighs a metric ton.
So this is great. So there's two of us here that know absolutely nothing about vintage Fender amps.
But I do know it sounds, now it's been fixed, thanks to Dave at Guitar Lodge, it sounds epic. It sounds stunning.
Should we hear it?
Please do.
Okay.
Make it sound lovely.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but... I really like it. It's completely different to any amp that I would normally buy. It sounds very vintagey. But I think it is an 80s amp. So it's not actually...
I think it's 70s. I think it's 70s, maybe very early 80s. Again,
Do you know what's going to happen? Everyone's going to... Or the people that actually know about this amplifier are going to comment on this video.
Please, actually, if you do know about this amp, please do comment.
Yeah, so
because I want to know more about it, honestly.
So this amp, this video is not all about this amp, it's about how it sounds. Can we do a demonstration about something?
Yes, please do.
So explain how we've got the controls set up at the moment.
Quite frankly, it's maxed. It's not far off nuked. Fender amps of this era are not machine gunned with controls.
No.
It's theoretically a dual channel amp because you have two sets of inputs. I did see a video where someone did the whole jumper thing between the two, which you're really not supposed to do.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
Okay.
Because they're paralleled. 1 and 2 and on the bass channel are paralleled and the normal channel are paralleled. Theoretically, of course, Bassman, when this thing was incarnated.
Incarnated?
It's a good word, isn't it?
It is a good word. I'm not sure it's a real word, but it's a good word.
It is now. It was a bass amp, hence the whole Bassman.
Yeah.
But guitar players got hold of them and went, hang on a second, lads.
Yeah, so lots of famous users of the Bassman. Okay, so explain how we got the controls set up.
So we're in the normal channel. Bright switch is on, which we don't think is working 100%.
Okay.
Volume is on 9. Treble is on 10, bass is on 10, master volume's on 10.
Wow.
That is 70 of your finest watts, of your valve watts, heating up the room quite nicely.
It's loud. So that's how an amp, to me, should sound. Okay, so wind back the volume a little bit. Nice and clean. Okay.
There's a little bit of grit in there, isn't there?
There's a little bit of grit, yeah, but
just
you
so
can,
sweet.
But listen to the amp. The amp's working, and it sounds great. So I can use my volume control to get some drive out of it. Right, now can you do me a favour? Can you bring back the volume?
Yeah, the master volume.
The master volume.
Yep. Play and I'll wind it back.
Keep going.
That's 5 now.
Actually,
It's far from bad.
That's pretty good.
The one thing we have noticed is because it's an old amp, it does take a while to warm up.
Yeah.
It didn't just come to life. Like a modern valve amp does just go, ta-da, I'm on.
Right, can you do me a favour though?
Yeah.
Instead of turn down the master volume, can you turn down the normal? Turn the master volume up full again.
Yep.
Okay, right, now turn down the volume.
That's 5. That's 3.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Right, so this is almost bedroom volume. Listen how thin and nasty that sounds. Right, now turn up the master, now turn up that volume.
Turn it back up again.
Volume. Right. All the fatness comes back into the amp, it becomes dynamic. So if you want a clean sound, you can either roll back the volume on your guitar or you can just pick lighter. Awesome, what a great sounding amp.
But it does also play very nicely with pedals.
Come on then.
We have a Marshall Blues Breaker down here.
See that? Sounds great.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, it's not an amp I ever thought I'd buy.
Right?
But again, the opportunity came up to potentially buy an absolute pup. You know, I could have spent not an insignificant amount of cash.
Let's talk about money. How much you pay for it?
So with the 1x15 cabinet,
Yeah.
it hasn't got a proper Fender or a Jensen speaker, and it's got a PV Black Widow. I am trying to find a real one to replace it.
Who would do that? Who would do that?
Who would put a PV Black Widow in anything for a start? Sorry, PV, but they're not the greatest. It came with the speaker cabinet.
Yeah.
It wasn't working.
Yeah.
It was 500 quid plus tax.
Okay.
It's cost 130 quid to get it working.
I mean, that's a nice bit of history.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic, and it's something that's in your studio that would do a very specific job, which is that vintage Fender sort of sound.
Bassman
Fantastic.
sort of sound.
And
Now,
excellent buy.
Dan's got one, hasn't he? Dan's got a silver face one, hasn't
Yeah.
he? Apart from the fact that it's probably in Singapore,
Yes.
I'd love to do an A/B between the two, so like black face versus silver face. If you've got a silver face that you fancy lending us, that would be an interesting video.
There we go.
But I like it. It's not an amp I ever thought I'd buy. I am going to try and find, I think I did ask the legends on Facebook what speaker it should be. A lot of people were not complimentary about the actual Fender 15 cabinet.
Oh, really?
A lot of people said it's a bit like Fender just went, let's make a cardboard box and put a speaker in it. There was no actual design or forethought went into it. Do I need a 15-inch cabinet in the studio? Probably not.
Probably not.
If someone makes me an offer for it, would I be tempted? Probably.
Not before we capture. So what we're doing is basically capturing all of James's amps and some of my stuff for our next IK Multimedia Tonex preset pack. So currently we're capturing this. So there's going to be 2 or 3 different captures of the Bassman, and keep your eyes open for that. Anyway, really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul.
I'm James.
And we'll see you next time.